Hey Noah, what time is it?
I think it's time to climb a mountain.
Yeah, it's about 4 o'clock in the morning, and we're gonna head off to Masada and hike and then see the beautiful sunrise, right?
Hell yeah, we are.
Like I said earlier, today's journey began around 4 o'clock in the morning. We finally got to the top of Masada. It wasn't a hard hike. It was about, I'd say, I don't know, like 10 minutes, something like that. We went from the backside. We're gonna go to Snake Path down, which is a little bit longer. But look at this view. It's amazing. You can see the Dead Sea behind there. Over 400 meters, I think, below sea level, something like that. It's amazing. There used to also be a fortress up here. I'm not sure, I can't remember what king built it or who built it, but the Israelis used it to guard themselves from like the Romans and other invading armies. We are headed down to the Northern Palace. It's a ridge right on the outside, so we're going around this canyon area. So a little history behind this mountain is it was King Herod's temple that he built, or not temple, house that he built. And what happened is the Romans surrounded it, and about 1,000 people that were living here were stuck. But the thing is that this is such a strong fortress, it has tons of water, they were able to survive with years of food. And so after about a month, the Romans were wondering, like, why aren't they coming down? And they figured out that they had food. And so they ended up building a ramp over here on this side, I'll show you. Because this is the lower side. Down here it's much deeper. And so, as they built the ramp, the 1,000 people were like, what are we going to do? Either we're going to be taken and sold into slavery, or slavery to the Romans, or the other option is to kill themselves. So what they did is they cast lots. Each man killed his own family. And then out of the group of men, they cast lots to see who would kill all the rest of them, and only one person would have to commit suicide, because suicide is, it's basically like a sin, because you're not supposed to harm your body in any way. So that's the story. It's the story of this place. Hey Dad, where are we?
We are in the Dead Sea. It's the lowest place on earth. It's in Israel. And if you can see, up there is the Jordanian border. And it shares the wonders of the Dead Sea with Israel.
Yeah. And you don't want to get any of the water in your mouth or eyes or anything, right?
Because you will burn like and you need to float.
Yes, no swimming, just no floating.
Just floating.
Yes. Swimming in the Dead Sea is absolutely amazing, all right? I mean, you're just in there floating completely still. You could be floating in like 20 feet. And the crazy thing is, when a whole bunch of people are out there, it looks like they're just in shallow water because you float about up to here. Your shoulders are out of the water and it looks like you're standing in extremely shallow water. It's pretty awesome. The only problem is, if you ever have a cut on you or have any like, I don't know, like shave or do anything like that, it's gonna sting like crazy. So make sure before you go in, don't shave for like a day or two or something like that. Check for cuts or just know ahead of time that it's gonna sting for a little bit. Another interesting thing is the salt structure right at the very beginning. It's extremely like sharp, and the other problem is once you're in the water for a little bit of time, the salt is very oily and it like will soften your skin. So when you come back out of the Dead Sea, it's gonna feel like you're getting like cut all over the place, but you'll be okay.